Yo, yo, what's happening, world? B Marsh Boxing back at it with another boxing video. What's going on with y'all? So, the man who won a gold medal in the heavyweight division, Bakhodir Jalalov. I mean, this is a guy who's now 12 and 0, 12 KOs. He fights the guy Curtis Harper, perennial loser. I remember Curtis Harper. That's the guy who walked out the ring one time. Who was he fighting? Oh yeah, F.A. Jaguar. Slim came into the ring, walked in. As soon as they touched gloves and the bell rang, he walked out the ring and just dipped. Well, here he is fighting the man Jalalov. You know what I mean? And Jalalov handles his business, total destruction, dominance from the beginning. You know what I mean? The man Jalalov, his left hand was percolating. All he needed was his left. You know what I mean? I believe Jalalov could have probably beat Curtis Harper with one hand, really and truly. You know what I mean? Curtis Harper is a guy who really doesn't come in to try to win a fight. He's just a survivor. You know what I mean? And, even in round two, the man tried to catch. He hit Jalalov with a headbutt. You know what I mean? With the headbutt, rather than throwing his hands, got into a clinch and threw a headbutt. Obviously, he ain't even get a warning. He got the point deducted immediately. And this fight only went 4 rounds. In the second round, he got a point deducted. In the third round, the straight left hand percolating drops the man. Um, Curtis Harper, he gets up at five. Gets kind of saved by the bell, but in the fourth round, Jalalov jumps on him and proceeds to lay the smack down on him. You know what I mean? And yet again, it was the left hand that puts the man, Curtis Harper, on his knee. He gets up at nine on a non-count, but as soon as he got up, referee looked in his eyes and stopped the fight. It's a wrap. Jalalov improves to 12 and 0, 12 KOs. He gets his fourth round stoppage against Curtis Harper. You know what I mean? Now, Jalalov is a guy who beat is it Richard Torres? He beat Richard Torres, the American, for the gold medal in the 2021 Olympics over there in Japan. You know what I mean? Now, I've been covering this guy Jalalov since 2016 Rio Olympics. You know what I mean? I believe he lost maybe to Horgovic. Don't quote me on that, but I've been watching him since the 2016 Olympics. You know what I mean? And didn't do so well in 2016, but in 2021, Slim got himself a gold medal, beating Richard Torres. You know what I mean? The American from California. Now, this guy Jalalov is a guy who is being really fast tracked. You can't even really compare what they're doing with the man Jalalov right now and Richard Torres over there on top rank. You know what I mean? Richard Torres don't have no 12 fights under his belt yet. And these guys turned pro in like 2021. You know what I mean? That'd be a fight I'd love to see in the future. But it looks like the man Jalalov, he's on the fast track on his way to try and get himself a gold medal. And it's only right, not say gold medal, excuse me, get himself a world title shot. It's only right. This guy's a gold medalist, been to 2 Olympics. I'm pretty sure he probably been to the AIBA, you know what I mean? The world, what they call it, um, that semi-pro boxing they do, AIBA, you know what I mean? And, this guy, Jalalov, is a guy who probably will be getting his name more out there in 2023. Be on the lookout for him. Now, before I proceed with and finish this video, look, there's gonna be a whole lot of overnight fans, especially these motherfuckers who be sweating these Eastern European fighters. You know what I mean? And they gonna claim them and say, "Oh, this guy's he's a he's a Eastern European fighting machine. He's gonna be a heavyweight champ." And I'm not denying all of that, but look. They wasn't here covering him since 2016 like I was, you know what I mean? And on top of that, these fellas is Johnny come latelys. They don't know shit about Jalalov. They gonna find out more about him when he gets a little bit more TV time. You know what I mean? So beware of these people who gonna be Johnny come latelys, who gonna claim they've been Jalalov fans from day one and they've been riding with him. Nope, they gonna ride with him mostly only purely because of the color of his skin. You know what I mean? And look, I'm a fan of Jalalov. I've been covering him since 2016. I think this kid's the real deal. You know what I mean? He had a very good fight versus the Torres kid for the gold medal. He proved himself, and here he is, 12 and 0, 12 KOs. And look, I ain't trying to hear from none of them fellas, because you know there's a section of boxing fans out there that want to claim all the Eastern European fighters. They've been doing that since Triple G, Kovalev, and Lomachenko. You know what I mean? And as soon as these fellas got a loss, you know, you don't really hear about these certain fan bases no more. You know what I mean? Now Jalalov is a guy who I'm a fan of, and I hope and I pray and I hope that these fans don't spoil it for me. You know what I mean? Jalalov's the real deal so far, 12 and 0, 12 KOs, and I'm looking forward to seeing more from him. You know what I mean? Curtis Harper is a guy who came into this fight with 8 losses, I think 14 and 8. I mean, but that's neither here nor there. Jalalov got to get some pros under his belt, you know what I mean? And here he is, eliminating the competition via KO and continuing his 12 KO streak, you know what I mean? So B Marsh Boxing, leave your thoughts and comments. Let me know what y'all thought about Jalalov stopping the man Curtis Harper in the fourth round. B Marsh Boxing, leave your thoughts and comments. If you're new to the channel, please share and subscribe. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm gone. Peace.